Hi friends, this is Laura, aka Lulu Sketches. I'm a visual development artist at Paramount Animation, and before that I was a painter at Disney TV for several years. And before I worked in the animation industry, I had been making digital art since middle school. In other words, I've been a digital artist for a long ass time. I already made a video about my digital art supplies, I'll link it below. In that video, I went over every tablet I've ever owned, every drawing program I've ever used, and my favorite Photoshop brushes at the time. I need to make an update video on my favorite brushes, and I have tried more drawing programs since then, but the tablets are all still the same. This video, however, is all about my favorite helpful products for digital artists, equipment that I use in addition to my tablets that I think would be helpful to other digital artists, so I want to share that with you today. Also, thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. I use Squarespace for my professional portfolio, and I'll tell you guys more about that in a bit, so stay tuned. Let's start out the list with my favorite product right now. This is an adjustable lap desk. I got this from Amazon. This product is mainly advertised for using with a laptop, but I use it for drawing on my iPad while sitting on the couch. This part right here comes down, and then I put my iPad right here. It's adjustable to different angles, and then it has a cushion on the bottom, which is covered in dog hair because I have two dogs. This is as high as it can go, and I always wish it could go a little higher. So I looked on Amazon and I found another one, so I got a second one. Here is my new adjustable lap desk. It has a little handle on it. This one has more adjustable angles. I can go as high as this. And I'm pretty sure this one was cheaper than the first one by a couple dollars. This one actually has a little rubber strip here, which keeps my iPad in place a little better. This one's a little smaller, but I really don't need the extra space for an iPad since I'm not using this with a laptop. Yeah, that rubber strip is nice because it keeps this from slipping off. One negative of these things is that I wish these cushions were detachable. On both of mine, they're just like super glued onto there. If they're detachable with like Velcro, then I could take this off and use this at my desk as a stand. These stands are $20-ish. I'll link the ones I got below, but like a million brands make this exact same product, so make sure to search around and get the best deal. The next product on my list is the Plus Ergo Grip. This little orange thing on my stylus. It comes in a little case like this. This little thing is magic. A lot of my artist friends use these at work, and I finally gave in and got one too. It makes the place where you hold your stylus thicker. Basically, it allows you to loosen your grip on your stylus, so you're straining your hand less and your hand cramps up less while you're drawing. It takes some getting used to when you're using it for the first time, but I love mine. I had this on my stylus for several years while I was painting backgrounds for Tangle the series. But a side note, this thing is $25, so it's pretty expensive for such a little thing, which is why even when all my friends were using it, I really put off getting it for a while because I was like, I'm not paying $25 for this, but it turned out really to be worth it. This is the stylus that I use for my Cintiq. It fits this, but make sure that it's actually going to fit your stylus before ordering it. They make these for Apple Pencils now, so I definitely think I'm gonna order one of those. The next product on my list is my Cintiq arm. I mentioned this in a past video when I first got this Ergo arm, and I got a lot of questions about it. I have the Ergotron Lx in the 8-inch height. This is for mounting your Cintiq on your desk to make it more mobile. Cintiqs are very bulky and heavy and hard to move, and this makes it a lot easier. I have the Ergotron attached to the side of my desk. Right now I'm a little limited because my desk is so wide and so long, so I have to work at an angle on the Ergotron, but I got used to it pretty quickly. In the future, I'd really like to have it attached to the back of my desk because then I'd be able to move it around more. Even at an angle right now, I can still pull the Cintiq off the desk toward me, which is really nice. But this thing will probably work better for you if you have a smaller desk than I do. The Ergotron is pretty expensive. It's like over $150. Amazon Basics also makes an Ergo arm, but it's still around $120. One of my friends has it and she absolutely loves it. I literally got the Ergotron brand just because it came in white and I wanted it to match the aesthetic of my office. Speaking of my aesthetic, the next product on my list is my light therapy lamp. A big downfall of being a digital painter is having to work in the dark. The overhead lighting in a typical office or apartment reflects off my Cintiq screen, and then I can't accurately see what colors I'm painting with. And if I'm making a really dark painting, I really can't see shit At Disney, we had dark curtains to block light from getting into our cubes, but eventually that started affecting my mental health, having to sit in the dark all day. To avoid this, I've been looking for a good solution to light my home office without creating huge reflections, and I wanted the light to be pretty neutral because most of the lamps I've had made the office really yellow. And then I found out about light therapy lamps. I saw them on a Twitter thread that digital artists were using them to improve their mood. For me, simply not sitting in the dark all day would already improve my mood. So I looked into light therapy lamps more and found that most of them are adjustable by brightness and color temperature, which seemed ideal for my situation. The one I got is expensive because it's very aesthetic, but they have all different kinds. There's a really great one that a lot of artists use that's only $30, so I will link that down below. This one was around $160. I got this as a gift from my husband. But I'll link this one down below too, or just Google light therapy lamp. There are a ton of them out there. Some of them are also alarm clocks. These are great whether you're a digital artist, a regular artist, or you just want to combat seasonal depression. My next helpful product for digital artists is Squarespace. I personally use Squarespace for my own professional art portfolio because I think it has the best templates for quickly and easily viewing artwork. Their templates keep your portfolio organized and easy to navigate for employers. Squarespace has a ton of template options that show off your artwork at large sizes without requiring a lot of clicking. On mine, you can just scroll through and see all of the artwork on a large scale. As you can see, Squarespace has automatic image scaling, so all of your large artwork pieces will fit together like a puzzle instead of being cropped into squares. Employers don't have time to click through each piece to see the fully uncropped artwork. So it's super valuable having a portfolio that displays your artwork at full size that employers can scroll through quickly. Squarespace portfolios also give you the option to separate your work into categories. Then you can organize your work however you want. You could have categories for TV style artwork and feature style artwork, or if you have a couple interests in animation such as character design and storyboarding, you could have a category for each. That way, if you apply to a storyboarding position, the employer will know exactly where to look on your portfolio. And I have a discount for you guys to start your own Squarespace portfolios. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/LauraPrice for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Okay, next on my list of helpful products for digital artists is the Herman Miller Aeron chair. Getting this ergonomic chair changed my life. I've had this chair for several years now, and I could not work from home without it. When I first started in the industry, I had a really cheap rolly chair at home, and I would sit on it for hours painting, and I would get such terrible back pain. And I still used that chair for like 2 years before making a change. Every studio I've worked at uses Herman Miller chairs, almost always the Herman Miller Aeron chair. Unfortunately, the price is ridiculous. Depending what kind of Aeron chair you get, it's gonna be between $1,000 and $1,400. So I got mine on Craigslist for $400. If you can get one refurbished or lightly used, that would probably be your best bet. They're a lot more affordable that way. Next on my list is this wooden book stand. I think it was advertised for holding recipe books while you're cooking, but I was like, this would be perfect for holding art books. The back is adjustable like this. It opens, and then you can have it at all of these different levels here. Here's the Art of Spider-Verse. Here's the book stand, like this, and then these little things. You put these on the page, and it keeps the book open. Boom. And then you can just put it on your desk. It's amazing. I love this book stand. When I first got this, I was so obsessed with it. I sent a link to like all of my friends to get it too. I don't know if they got it. They are probably just like, stop texting me. Also, this can double as an iPad stand for drawing at your desk. Just put your iPad on it right there. You can move these to the side, put your iPad on it. And obviously this isn't just for digital artists. Traditional artists can use this too for holding art books. Speaking of traditional artists, this book stand is also great for holding a canvas. It has a pretty wide lip there. You could put a pretty thick canvas on there. I got the size large, and it was $30 when I got it. And the last item on my list is an ottoman. I want working at my Cintiq to be as comfy as possible, so I have an ottoman below my desk to use as a leg rest. Plus it provides extra storage so you can keep a blanket in there for when you get cold, or a pillow for extra lumbar support. You just fill it with snacks. This ottoman is actually a pretty new one that I just got from Target. I had an older one for a while. It was a round ottoman, also from Target, and I used it as a step stool to try to reach the top of my closet, and the whole thing just collapsed. Like, it all just collapsed inward as if I was just standing on an empty cardboard box, and I fell so hard. My entire leg was covered in bruises, and this was like a few days before the Annie Awards, and I had been nominated that year, so I had to get a dress that would have a slit on the opposite side, so my entire bruised leg would be covered. Do not climb on these ottomans. This has been my PSA. I have since bought an actual step stool for safely reaching the top of my closet. So, those are my favorite helpful products for digital artists. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below your favorite products. I'm always looking for recommendations. And give this video a thumbs up if you wanna. That's very helpful to me. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos. Bye.